All right, we're good to go.
Today's date is February 22nd, 2023. This is the Nickel Plate Review Committee meeting. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Let's do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
To the flag of the United States of America,
to the republic which stands one nation.
stands one nation.
The first item on today's agenda is the election of officers. I'd like to ask the committee to get a nomination for president.
I nominate Eugene.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Can I get a nomination for vice president?
I'll nominate Jamie Nieves.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Perfect. The next item on the agenda is the approval of the previous meeting minutes. Can I get a motion to approve the previous meeting minutes?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Oh, I'm hearing him. I thought I was hearing Tracy.
The next item
I
on the
kept looking
agenda.
back at you. I was like, where's that voice coming from?
The next item on the agenda is the room service on wheels patio covering, and I'll let staff.
Thank you. For the record, Ross Hillary, Assistant Director, Planning and Zoning. Before you tonight is NPR 23-1, our first one of the year. It is located at 11110 Lantern Road. And as you said, this is the room service on wheels patio covering. Room service on wheels is located in a portion of the 2,000 square foot commercial and retail space that was planned as part of the Pullman Point multifamily project. That project started in 2019 and opened in 2021. Here you can see the location of that commercial area. Room service on wheels started as a ghost kitchen with no indoor seating option. So the only options were to pick up or have delivery. With the success of their business, they are remodeling currently the interior to add indoor dining. And as part of that plan, they also have a desire for outdoor dining as well within a covered patio area. Here is a layout of the kitchen and bar and the indoor seating and the proposed outdoor seating area. This outdoor seating area would project into an existing lawn. The petitioner is seeking waiver for materials for structural aluminum and facade articulation. Staff is supportive of both those waivers. Here are some images within the community and neighboring communities of similar outdoor patio coverings that serve our residents. With that, staff does recommend approval of Nickel Plate Review Committee 23-1 as presented with the requested waivers and the following additions: that all staff comments must be addressed with the planning, zoning, engineering, public works, and fire departments. And outdoor dining by right is not allowed within the VC area. So staff is taking this in front of the Board of Zoning Appeals next month. So we recommend approval with both those conditions. Happy to answer any questions. The petitioner is also here to answer any.
And I just want to add that this area of the Nickel Plate District is in our village center, which is really designed for more of a residential feel. But this is the very end cap of our Nickel Plate District, and it was approved with the Pullman Point development as a mixed-use development. And so it exceeds what we initially envisioned for that village center, which what I think of when I think of village center is that Gradison section of that development. And so outdoor patio space isn't permitted by right because of that, because it was supposed to be more residential in character. We think it does make sense in this area just because of the nature of this mixed-use development, which is why we're supportive of the variance in this case.
Well, all right, I'll ask first. I guess, thank you, Megan. I too agree that I think the precedent has been set. I mean, in that the decision to allow for commercial at this location, seems fine to me. I mean, that's a pretty busy stretch road. I think it fits well there. I don't think it's an objectionable kind of use. My question would relate to what the outdoor seating will actually look like. I mean, there are a couple examples there, one of which I don't really care for. I actually like, you know, the outdoor seating of a McAllister's that really kind of activates the area. But if this is intended to be year-round, I mean, like the McAllister's outdoor seating is open, so you may have to have some sort of, I don't know, you know, more permanent type of, you know, either curtain or something that draws down. What I don't like is the solid, you know, color that doesn't allow for see-through. I mean, most of the places like Brew and other restaurants have pretty nice, you know, kind of clear vinyl that is drawn down. And I guess from my perspective, just a little more detail on what that looks like so that the appearance that is going to come from that heavily traveled area is nice and welcoming and, as I say, activating the area.
Hi, I'm Aaron Perlman. Pleasure to meet all of you today. Thanks for having us. So I've been a resident of Fisher since '99, so obviously a resident and important community for me, so I appreciate you guys, what you're doing. So if you guys have seen the 4-day array, at the back there, that black, it's the exact same black. And so from the inside, you can see out. From the outside, it's shaded. That area during the daytime gets a ton of sun, and it's really, really hot on the back side of that building. So we were going to do a see-through vinyl.
Yep.
Two problems with the see-through vinyl. One, it wears really bad. It doesn't weather well, and you got to replace it like every 2 years. This one doesn't weather as bad. So I do hear what you're saying. I agree. We also have every single piece is an automatic side. And if you've been to the Ale Emporium up in Fishers, they hit a button, all the sides come up. So our plan is to have it open as much as possible. So if I had to put my finger on it, we're gonna have those sides up 75% of the year, with the plan of having some heaters inside. We're gonna have 4 heaters, potentially 5, depending on, you know, how we size out and what the heater guy tells us, whether we need 4 or 5. I think right now we can get away with 4. We may do 5.
Okay, so just to be clear, this is going to be more like what's at Ale rather than like what's at McAllister's, correct?
Yeah, so
Okay.
that picture you just had right there, that's in downtown Fortville, and that's Denver's garage. And I actually have a video, if you guys want to see a video, I can show you a quick video of the inside, where I kind of do a pan around, you get the feel. It's really nice inside. This is a local company, Shade by Design, that does this. They built this, so they did that one, they've done McAllister's, done several others. I think this is in theme and matches the theme of what, you know, Park Place did and what 4-day Ray did, and I think obviously that's exactly what it looked like right there. You know, with approval down the road, we'd like to obviously get a small logo right above the door there that, you know, has our signage, you know, just a small imprint on the panel there. And like I said, I'm happy to share. Ross, I don't know if I can share the video with you or if I can pull my
Is the
computer in.
video going to be something that you would actually be doing there at the site?
Say that again?
The video you are proposing to show?
It's Denver's garage. I'm just showing you the inside of that, which is,
Okay.
theirs is pretty much a square. Ours is almost identical, but it's more of a rectangle. Theirs is like 26 by 22.
Yeah.
Ours is 36 by 18. So they're very similar, but ours is more rectangular.
Well, I was trying to picture what 4-day Ray, I mean, I can recall to a degree, but I don't remember exactly what it
So if you
looks
think
like.
of theirs is a box, right? It's just a box. Ours actually will come down. So the big difference is theirs is a
So
little-
they have those veins, I think, on the top, right, that open and close?
Yes, they do. They do have
And
those
you're
veins.
not proposing that? You're gonna have
No. But I'm talking about the siding. It'll have that same, their siding is exactly the same. From the outside, if you look in, you don't see anybody, unless the lights are on and it was dark outside, then you would see. But from the daytime, it gives you the shade, so if the sun's hitting it, you're getting that barrier from the sun.
So kind of like Park Place.
Yes.
Okay.
And I can't, I don't know
can't
that I've
per-
seen.
you can't
I know the outdoor trellis area or whatever that they put up. I don't know what the vinyl looks like. I guess I'd like to see that just so I'm clear. I mean, I've seen that sort of application in other uses and just want to make sure that it's.
And I will say this too, we're kind of tucked back behind. I mean, to be honest with you, we've had a lot of trouble people finding us because of where we are. People go to the front side. We're on the back side of the leasing office. A lot of people don't
Right.
recognize us. Where that's going to be is literally on that area right there is the lawn. If you look right there, that's the lawn. A lot of people walk their dogs there. We actually maintain that and take care of it from the apartment community. They're actually going to let us kind of build some flower shelves, put some kind of connect and make it look more kind of fenced-in-ish, but yet
Yep.
still open, where we've taken big care of that for the neighborhood.
Gotcha.
So, and they're really excited about that. They actually tour people through that area and through our restaurant as a selling point of the leasing office.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, I think we've been good for the community.
Yeah, that's good. Business is good.
It's getting good. So yes, we're still, anytime, we're about $800,000 into this thing with more to go. So yeah, we haven't broken even yet.
So,
That's good.
go ahead.
No, that's it.
How is the restaurant expanding? I mean, I'm not familiar with the business. Tell me the business model, because room, you know,
originally,
if you,
I'm just up all day working since 5 a.m., so I apologize. This is my other job. So we had started out originally as a ghost kitchen. And during COVID, a lot of people experienced having food delivery, and it was just a really terrible experience. So what we wanted to do was kind of do something similar but better. And so the idea was we want to build this ghost kitchen that has awesome food, small radius like Jimmy John's, get the food to you quickly, and good quality food, and keep the quality up. So my partner, Randy DeJohn, I don't know if anybody knows Randy. Randy used to run, when Castlers was here, Randy was the GM at Castlers for years. And I told Randy a long time ago, I said, if you ever do a restaurant, I said, I'll go in with you, man, because I like the way you run your shop. So he called me up and said, hey, we're doing a restaurant. I said, I'm in. So that was the idea. And so as this thing has gone, we've gotten busy enough, but I think for us to really maximize where we want to be, we need to add dining. And so we didn't, the way it's set up right now, there wasn't room for dining. As of right now, I would have probably got some treats tonight, but we're closed right now this whole week. So we've got literally the inside, they've completely gutted. We've moved all the kitchen stuff over. So now that left side, if you look in the picture there where that kind of line is up here, I don't know if you can see it up in here. This section right here is where the indoor dining will be. Right, oh, there you go. That'll be the indoor dining, a little bar there, indoor dining there. Either this or this, I can't remember, it's a garage door. So it'll connect the two spaces and open them up. And like I said, if you really are concerned about the way it looks, check out that Denver's Garage in Fortville. I mean, I think it looks really classy, and it looks really, really nice. And ours will look identical, same company, same everything. Ours is just more of a rectangle, theirs is more of a square.
Just out of curiosity, you're partnering with a brewery, is that correct?
So we are right now. We're in the process of partnering with a company called, a bunch of guys from Purdue that love to brew. So we've decided that it would make kind of the area, for us at least, fill out the area for our restaurant if we did a brewery. So there's going to be, if you can see there in the picture, if you can see it here in this back corner over there. So I can just highlight this. I don't know which one is
Like
not
tucked
pointing
in
there.
behind the bar there?
Yeah, behind the bar, that's where this is gonna be basically more of a mock brewery. We'll do brewing there, but we have another site where we're gonna actually do a lot of our brewing. That's, because we wouldn't be able to keep up with an actual brewery here. So this is more kind of a show and tell. We will brew here, but this is not the brewery.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, that was more out of
And so,
personal
and
curiosity.
I know there's been some confusion. Are you room service on wheels? Are you RSOW? Are you King Jugs? We're waiting to find out what our official name is gonna be. We've got a trademark that somebody said that we were gonna be King Juggernaut. And a winery out in California said, well, we already have that name. I said, well, you're a winery. We're gonna be beer. So we're fighting that out right now. So the backup name is gonna be King Jug. So it would be King Jug operating as room service on wheels. We're still kind of toying with all that, but
You have a liquor license then?
we do have a federal liquor license, a state liquor license, and we have, on our last approval that we came into, somebody forgot to sign the actual date, the committee date, so we had to come back the next time. So now everything's approved, we just have to come back and basically get it approved.
This is off the subject, but how many liquor licenses remain available in the Nickel Plate District? Because I know we had, 4 or something that were issued?
That's a great question, and I do not know the answer to
Yeah.
that.
I heard one, but we're just beer and wine.
Yeah, okay, that helps.
Yep.
But,
Maybe down the road, but at this point, beer and wine is all we want to focus on.
yeah. I'd like to know, I mean, I guess my worry is for us in Fishers that starts to limit other restaurants to locate downtown. And I think we all like, the options that have been created. And,
It's interesting you say that, because I had a really good conversation with what his official title is, the head council member of Fortville, and he actually owns Denver's Garage. And he said that they did what's called a riverfront, which allows for anybody to do it. A lot of neighboring cities are starting to do that. And he said you should actually talk to the council and see if that's something they would entertain. So I'm not asking for that.
I know it doesn't take a lot of water to qualify for that. I think there's a little,
Cheney Creek runs through that area.
I was gonna
There it
say,
is.
that's what I was
That's all it takes,
thinking.
right?
We have the answer.
But yes, so that was the way they got around it in Fortville, which now they've opened it up and they're gonna remodel that whole main street and that Pelham and Pike area right there. They're gonna put in all new sidewalks, try to bring in breweries and a bunch of stuff around there with that, and that's the way they did it was I think they were.
Well, I think it's wonderful that we've created a task for our council member on this, so to make sure that that gets pushed.
Are you hearing this, Selena?
I'm hearing this.
So what other questions? Anything else? And I'm happy to get more pictures or whatever you need. I'm happy to. I've got that video. I don't know, Ross, where'd Ross go?
I'm not sure how we can share it with them if you want to.
You could pull it up on your laptop and bring it up
Yeah,
there and show them if you're able to do that.
Well, here's maybe the way I'll leave that, unless other members feel differently. I mean, I guess you are if you will, that area that you're going to have the outdoor seating is going to be tucked behind, as you point out. So it's not like right on the corner.
Nobody's just saying.
I'm comfortable, allowing, staff to work with you to make sure that it is, as attractive. I just can't exactly picture what you're saying, like Fort A. Ray has. I kind of know the outdoor seating area, but I can't picture it in my mind. It would have been nice to have that just so we know, what we're approving. But I'm comfortable, allowing them to continue to, define exactly what that looks like, so.
And obviously, we want to do the right thing. If it's down the road, you guys say, hey,
Yeah.
we'd rather you guys switch the sides down to see through. I mean, we're happy to do whatever. I mean, that's fine. I think at this point,
Okay.
we've paid for it. So it'll definitely be a change order, but.
I'm kind of comfortable with, staff has done this numerous times before. I think our expectation and kind of what we're looking at here, comparing it with some of the other ones and stuff. So I think as long as they go back and put in the approvals that, contingencies that staff put in, that they have to address everything with staff, I'm okay with approving this as well.
Okay, any other questions?
My only comment, it looks like there's space it's going to be a seating space for approximately 40 people on the patio. Is that correct?
We're figuring it out. Roughly, maybe probably less than that. I think I'm actually building the tables. The way they've got them there, they look like squares. I'm probably going to build them off the wall. So I'm working with a company in downtown Fortville that actually makes the live edge wood. That Rural Forest Design. And so I'm actually building all of that now. And so most likely they'll probably be rectangular, not square like that. So probably less people. We thought about doing maybe a bench in the corner. But yeah, roughly, I would say 30 to 40 people.
Okay. And then the only other thing I had on that front is I'm looking, so 30, 40 people looks to be like 4 or 5 TVs, just making sure that everything will be angled so that there's no impact to any of the residents. So no at evening, no light impact, no noise, as long as that's kind of planned out for. I think this is a really good project.
Yep, and the good news is where the TVs are going to be positioned, the actual roof is on an angle, so they'll be up inside of that. So you would not be able to see it anyway unless you were laying on the ground looking up. They'll be up on the brick wall, the brick face of the original building.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay, anything else? Okay, can I get a motion to approve the room service on wheels patio covering with waivers and conditions set forth by the staff?
Move to approve.
Can I get a second?
Second?
All those in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, next item on the agenda, any unfinished business? Any old business? Any new business, staff? Okay, can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second?
All those in favor, say aye.
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 Aye.